All right, Dan Delicious Crew, today we are going on a trip across the thumb of Michigan because we're going to visit a bunch of beaches. No salt, no sharks, no worries, there's nothing in the water to hurt you. We're going to see some of the great, beautiful beaches that you can go to, anyone can go to, because they're free to go to and there's no membership required.
Daddy Delicious!
We are at Caseville Beach in Caseville Township, and I love this beach. It's one of my favorite beaches. Behind me you see the pier. If you can hear, there's music playing in the background. It's because Cheeseburger Fest is going on right now, and there's a bunch of craziness happening in the town. People like to pull their boats right up to the beach here because it's real shallow all the way out. Sandy bottom. You don't need any water shoes. You don't need sandals, nothing like that. And it's like knee to waist deep until you hit about those boats out there, which are kind of far out a little bit. So beautiful, beautiful place to swim at. Now, the cool part about Caseville Beach is part of the beach, you can bring golf carts and UTVs down here. As you see behind me, there's some people coming right now. We have our golf cart down here, and we always bring it right to the water's edge, and it's fun. Now, over on the I'm on the far side by the pier, but way down over there, you can see there are a couple of blue buildings. One of them is a restaurant. It has a bunch of stuff like pizza and cheeseburgers and fries, onion rings, stuff like that. So you don't even need to pack a cooler when you come here. You can just order food and eat around on the beach, which is kind of cool. And everyone comes down here to enjoy the sunsets. The part that I'm standing on right now is dog friendly. There's two sections on this beach, and this part is dog friendly. Way out there, I don't know if you can see on camera, there's an island called Charity Island. Charity Island, you can actually rent Charity Island. There's a house on it, and you can rent it for the weekend, or a week, I think, and just basically stay off-grid way out there if you want to. A ferry takes you out there. Kind of neat, but yeah, I love this place. All right, we're at McGraw Park right now. This is right off of M25. So McGraw Park is a little beach that I kind of fell in love with last year. Kind of a cool little spot off the side of the road, and there's something special about this beach that I'm going to show you guys. Not actually on this beach, but if you walk down the beach a little ways. There's places to cook out, like little grills and stuff. There's even a little water spigot right there to wash your feet off with. It's just a small little beach, but it's a beautiful little beach. Let me show you. If you look, both sides of this is privately owned homes. And then this little spot right here is just McGraw Beach, and it's nice. You can bring the family down here, hang out, go swimming, dig a hole in the sand, whatever you want to do. That's all private property, so you can't actually hang out on the beaches down there, but I don't foresee a problem if you walk along the shoreline. I've never had a problem doing that. If you do that, please be respectful. But we walked down to that beach all the way to the end there where those trees are, and I'll show you what we got over there. All right, we made it to the end of the beach here. It's maybe a quarter mile down or something like that, and you come across this rock formation right here, and you walk around the water. Look at that rock. That's not turnip rock. You cannot access turnip rock from the land, but it's a cool rock formation here, and there's a bunch of cool, like, this is actually kind of odd to find something like this in the thumb of Michigan, because it's all flatland out here. So this, I would say, is like kind of an anomaly. But if you look at that rock in the water, it's kind of cool. You come around here to like this hidden cove area. Now, I don't know if this is private property. I'm just going to assume it is. But a lot of people come out here to take pictures and to hang out. I probably wouldn't set up a picnic down here, but coming out and visiting, I think, would be okay. If you look down the other side, it's all more private property. But this is kind of cool. And you come here and hang out on the rocks for a minute, get a few photos, and the water is nice and sandy. And it turns into rocks. A little slippery, be careful. Yeah, but this is cool. Super cool. It's raining right now, and there's nothing like taking a walk on the beach in the rain. It's kind of nice. It's a nice summer shower right here on the coast of Lake Huron. We are at Eagle Bay It's a little offshoot off the road. You got to go 1.5 miles off the highway. Recreational passport is required, it says, to come here. Although I don't think they regulate it that much, but I would, you should get one anyway. It helps preserve these beaches and areas for everyone to hang out at. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. And this is nice, as you can see, it's a nice little beach. And of course, dogs are allowed here, which is awesome. Now, you cannot go past this point right here. That's private property over there, but you can go right up to it. Now, I just noticed something. So the private property is right past this, and if you look in the water, there are stones going all the ways out in a straight line, all the ways out. And I'm guessing that whoever owns this property put those stones there, which is kind of interesting. So Eagle Bay is a cool one. I like it because it's just like a tiny little spot in the middle of nowhere where you can come and hang out, go swimming, have a day at the beach. Now, I know what everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to see the infamous Turnip Rock. And Turnip Rock, I've never been there before. I've seen pictures and videos. Of course, it's a beautiful, iconic place. The problem with Turnip Rock is you cannot see it from a beach. You can't get to it from a beach. You have to take a kayak or a boat to go see it, which I'm not going to do. This Turnip Rock would be sweet to see. One day I'll see it. Maybe I'll document it when I see it. But we are not doing Turnip Rock. I'm sorry. I still love you guys. This is Lincoln Memorial Park in Harbor Beach, the town of Harbor Beach. And this is a interesting little place because it has a pier that goes way out to a break wall. And as you can see, there is a lighthouse out there, which is kind of cool if you're into lighthouses. And there's two sides of this. There's that side where a bunch of people are swimming at, and there's this side which seems a little quieter. It says no pets allowed on the sign here, but on Google it says dogs are allowed. Maybe it's only on certain parts of the beach, I'm not sure. Look at, there's kayak rental right there. That's kind of cool. And this is right in the middle of town of Harbor Beach. I've been to this beach before. I wouldn't consider it my favorite beach, but it is, I mean, honestly, it's still a really nice place to go swimming and hang out. I mean, you can't beat a day of swimming no matter where you go. Any of these beaches, right? Also, it looks like there is a hot dog place right here. So fresh hot dogs, Rick's Wiener Dogs on the beach. So if you want a bite to eat, you can come here, get some food, get some drinks, get some chips, whatever. And then, you haven't even got a bag cooler. Pretty neat. This is Wagner Beach behind me. And as you can see, campground right there. So if you're a camper, that's kind of cool. You can camp like basically right on the beach. Now this beach behind me, no dogs are allowed on the beach. We have our dog with us. There's a dog beach just on the other side of those trees right there, and you can take a path to get down there. So we're gonna go check it out. We've been on this beach before. It's a beautiful beach, white sand, the whole 9 yards. Very nice. Exactly what you expect from a beach in Michigan. All right, we're walking through here, little wooded area, and here we go. This is the dog beach, which is guaranteed just as nice, if not better, than the other beach, because usually dog beaches are pretty quiet. All right. Look at this, beautiful. The water's a little icky today. That clears up though, depending on what day you come. I don't know what causes that. I don't know if that's the algae bloom or what. Sometimes it looks like this, sometimes it doesn't. This one happens to look like this today. But as you can see, there's a bunch of trees right here, which is nice. I always like beaches that have trees on them because you can catch some shade if you don't want to be baking in the sun. If your wife or your girlfriend or whoever wants to sunbathe, you can have a shady spot. Here's another cool feature about this place is the beach is right here, and you can rent a cabin and stay in a cabin on the beach right here with fire pits and everything. And you just walk out your front door right onto the beach anytime, day or night, which is pretty sweet. So it says Michigan Department of Transportation, White Rock Roadside Park. Oh, water's starting to come out.
Look at it.
Let's see if you get a drink. Okay, you can see out in the water out there, there is a white rock, like a little tiny island. And that is significant to this area and the tribal people that used to live here. So a treaty was signed in 1807. It marked the northeast corner of how far north the white man could settle at that time. So that's interesting, and there's all sorts of stuff on this you can look up online. There's local tales surrounding this about people dying on this rock. In World War II, the U.S. Air Force used to use that as target practice, the White Rock, I guess standing here shooting at it or doing whatever. Also, lightning strikes this rock repeatedly, apparently, and that is why it is diminishing in size. It used to be a lot bigger, I guess. That is a giant piece of limestone, and that is why it's white. And just kind of a cool thing. There's a whole history thing that I never even knew about, reading these plaques here, looking out on this rock, and that's, I guess, a little cool piece of Michigan history. So come on down and read the plaques yourself. This is Delaware Park, day use only. There are a few people here. So here's Delaware Beach. Look at this. Look at this. And there's more rocks here. If you look in the water, they have bigger rocks. So if you're a rock hunter, this is the kind of place that may be for you. So this is a cool little spot right here. There's a little out, I don't know what you'd call this. It's not a peninsula, but it's just a little sand thing that jets out. And the parking lot for this is right there, right? And then there's more water right there, which I would not recommend swimming in that. That looks a little stagnant. But what's cool about this little area I'm standing in, it's real shallow right out here. As you can see from the waves right there, this is all really shallow. So this would be a great place to bring your kids if you have kids that aren't super strong swimmers. I like little unique things like that where it's good for families and stuff like that. So if you look out this way, I mean, every way you look around here is just breathtaking, right? So it looks like we're in the tropics or something like that. And this is all fresh water, which is awesome. We're at 4 Mile Scenic Turnout. Okay, now this is about the farthest beach that I'm willing to go to from Caseville. Now the parking lot's right here, and if you come around, there is a path right here that takes you down to the beach. So this is a kind of cool area to have a picnic in. There's grills available. You bring your own charcoal. You could do a whole cookout here if you wanted to. Go on, thief. Go on, thief. Look at this. Looks like the Caribbean out here. Look at this. You come here for free. No money. You just pull up and hang out. We're only like 2 hours away from Detroit right now. I mean, this is the crazy part about living in the state of Michigan. We're 2 hours from the city of Detroit, maybe even less than that. And there's this view, and it's free. And you come out here and hang out anytime you want. You pull up, park the car, and here you are. Right here, right off the side of the highway. This, right? Like, this is awesome. If you come visit these beaches, the only thing that I ask from you is to take out what you brought in. Please don't litter. Please don't leave your bottles, bottle caps, cigarette butts, trash. Please don't leave anything behind, because what makes these beaches so beautiful is that they're clean and they're kept up, and they're just here for our enjoyment. And if we start trashing the place up, then they're not going to be open to the public anymore. So whatever you bring in, bring it out with you. Just plan on that. Bring a garbage bag with you, whatever you have to do. The beaches that I listed may not be the best beaches in Michigan, but they're some of my favorite beaches. There's probably someone that's going to say, hey, there's a lot better beaches. Go here, here, and here. But listen in the comments. Later, boys! That was Brad for Brad's Bangin' Burgers. I'm sure there's some locals in there that are going to tell you, hey, you forgot this beach or that beach. These are just the ones that I know, that I recommend, that I like. We are going home. We'll leave a Cheeseburger Fest. I'll talk to all you Cool Cast later.